What's up, you dirty bastards? Like, subscribe, and do all that other shit. Was that good? I don't know if that was good. Fuck you.
That's me, Koichi Himawari.
There.
Hero by night, college student by day.
Next week, you can expect
Okay,
a
we're
quiz
good.
on what we've been studying lately, namely Chapter 3. Everyone, be sure to review. That's all for today.
With that said,
Okay.
my day job's been eating my time, which is a little rough.
You know, I hate how I'm going to be him in a few months. I'm starting college soon. I'm gonna be just like this guy, except I'm not gonna be beating people up in the streets for justice. I'm just going to be sad.
Or a lot rough. Hey! You mind? Please, feel free.
This would never happen. Fuck, I forgot the joke I was gonna make. I was gonna make a joke about no way in hell in our modern generation would someone be this sociable. But then, like, as I thought about it, it started becoming kind of sexist, so I'm just not going to say that.
Nice to meet ya! I saw you from across the room and wondered what book's been taking up so much time. Oh, this one? Hero Sociology's kinda dense. That's the one the professor wrote. Guess you're studying for the test?
What the fuck kind of cover is that? It doesn't tell you anything. See, okay, as I can't read Japanese, so I'm just gonna assume this has to do with that, but what the fuck is this supposed to tell you? It's just a blotch of color. It's like postmodernism shit.
It's a good book, but it's written a little sloppy. You're best off finding a clubmate who passed the class and copying their notes. Yeah, if I had a club, that'd be a great idea. I see, a loner. You caught me. I'm a loner. You should try fixing that. I can't argue with you there.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to pause it.
Well, how about this? You can let me take care of you. Huh?
I know a lot of people who would love to hear that. You know who you are.
I'm taking Arno's seminar. Oh, careful, Makoto. Didn't know you had that cougar in you, girl. You know!
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Oh wait, I keep on forgetting to put the subtitles on. Now back to what I said. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Oh, I should introduce myself. Koichi Himawari, freshman in the sociology department. Also known as the Creeper of the East Naruhata Ruins. Oh, didn't know that was still a thing. Just so happens I'm looking for a fella who knows that area and wouldn't mind showing a lady around town. So hey! Of course, I'm not asking something for nothing here. I help with your schoolwork, and you help me. Call it a little tit for tat.
Something wrong is going to happen. That always happens in animes when people are being too nice.
We got away with calling this whole place a pet house. Some realtor must have totally pulled a fast one on you. Yeah, you got a point there.
What the fuck?
Give me one sec to clean up. Wasn't expecting company. Now, what kind of things could a boy not want a young lady to see? Swear it's not what you think.
No comment.
Oh, jeez. Come on. Clean up after yourself. Oh, crap. Can't leave that out. I'd be in a whole mess of trouble if any strangers found out my secret identity.
Buddy, it's just an All Might hoodie. I'm pretty sure there's like at least 30 people within like a mile radius of you who have the exact same hoodie.
How are things going in there? Almost done. Sorry to make you wait. Oh, I almost missed the beer. Gotta hide that too.
I feel so bad for Pop.
Hey, let's focus on your situation first. You mind if I take a look at your course schedule? First, we'll sort your classes into 3 categories. Nothing matters but the final exam.
What?
Assignments are everything, and as long as you show up, I can get you the lecture notes and past exam questions for the first 2. But you should be careful to not let your attendance dip for the third. I really appreciate the help. Next, let's take a look at hero sociology.
Hero
I'll bring up those notes
sociology?
later. But while I'm here, we might as well review the stuff the upcoming test is gonna cover. You're on chapter 3, right? Yeah. Chapter 3 of Intro to Hero Sociology. Friction between vigilantism and the hero licensing system. Well, that's appropriate. First, speaking purely
Ooh,
academically,
lore. Here we go, lore.
vigilantism is a system by which civilians seek to keep the peace during times of social disorder.
Ooh.
By their nature, these groups tend to be transitional, and as society stabilizes, they usually get absorbed into official systems, or face elimination.
Nice, nice. Good. That's very good. Love me some good civilian justice.
Advent of the extraordinary and the birth of heroes? Yeah, maybe.
Old baby with the light, and then everyone started popping out with cool superpowers. Damn, why didn't that happen to us? I would have killed for any type of power. I would have taken my head turning into a goddamn slinky. Because at least that'd be fun at parties.
I feel like I learned about them in modern history. What were they? When humans first started being born with quirks, it brought about a period of severe societal disorder. In response to that problem, some ordinary citizens became vigilantes, hoping to use their quirks to help enforce public order. Afterward, laws were passed governing common use of quirks, and the vigilantes gained an official legal basis for their work as heroes.
Okay, okay.
I knew that. Definitely. Or that's what they teach you in school. So it's not true? All right. Time for a quiz.
I'd say it's partially
Can you tell
true.
me where in the world I'd need to look to find the first hero licensing system?
America.
Hang on. Somewhere in America?
America. We're in. There's a lot of shit going on here right now. I'd say this is a pretty good country. Wait at least another 3 to 4 years. If you plan on visiting, don't come here. It's bad.
Yep. The state of Rhode Island. Back then, there were 189 vigilantes under the purview of the legislation known as the Rhode Island New State Statute. And of those 189, how many do you think were approved to become official heroes?
2 of them.
What?
We got
Right,
Batman.
I get it. Guess they wouldn't all make the cut. Some people don't feel like heroes even if they mean well. Let's say about half of them? Not quite half. The actual answer is 7. The vast majority of those vigilantes would go on to be classified as villains.
What the fuck?
Vigilantes won public support and became the first heroes. That notion
Okay, this guy's fit goes hard. Nah, that is a sick fit. Also, I like how it's like in like the old 90s style of superhero comics. That's a pretty cool touch.
gained public traction, and there certainly is a degree of truth to it. But according to some, the hero licensing system had one goal: not to promote heroes, but to define what makes a villain and lock them up. This put the government in control of quirks, and much to the chagrin of many, the labels would often feel arbitrary. Those deemed villains would quickly have their freedoms limited. These laws are controversial to this day, with detractors saying that their rights to their lives being infringed upon, as well as their sense of self-determination.
Yeah, that tends to happen. That does tend to happen. Ugh.
This brewed political mistrust. Simply put, the age-old question, who watches the watchman? A spirit of vigilantism gave rise to today's hero licensing system, but now you could say they're diametrically opposed, despite those roots. So, for our thesis, vigilantism, aka private justice, is the origin of today's hero-based public justice system. Yet they clash as each side monitors the other. At least that's Chapter 3's conclusion. Write that verbatim and you should pass. And review the pages I tagged. Wow, I can't thank you enough. Now, an extra question to keep you on your toes. So, when those laws went into effect, what do you think was the deciding factor that divvied people up into hero and villain camps?
Ooh.
Well, I don't think I know that one. I suppose following the law?
No.
I'm afraid the answer is a secret. Oh, come on. That's not something I could just write
Personality,
down on a test.
looks, race. It's America.
You don't need to know that one for the test. That's from my own independent study. And if you want the answer, then you're gonna have to scratch my back too. You don't mind
Something bad is going to happen.
I'd be happy to lend a hand in whatever way I'm able to, but I don't really know how useful I'd be. Don't you worry. You know the Naruhata Vigalantes on the news?
Ooh.
I'm going to do some field research on them. A modern vigilante is like a living fossil placed at our doorstep. By studying them, I hope to gain new perspective on how the hero system became what it is today. Not to
Okay.
make a perfect hook for my paper. You okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine. So like, I've heard they've been doing a lot of work to keep the streets safe, so I don't think you'd have any problems trying to talk to those guys. But still, sounds like they're constantly dealing with villains, so be careful. I don't want you caught in that. I've got nothing to worry about with my trusty bodyguard. Wait.
Uh-oh. Looks like we got ourselves a wacky situation. Uh-oh.
You mean me? See you at 10 a.m. Saturday in front of the train station. She sure knows how to be persuasive. She has me in a bit of a tight spot. Gotta find a way to fool her safely. I get to see her Saturday. What's that stupid grin for? Oh, what's up? You were there?
Oh no, he angered the gremlin. Oh, something about it. What the fuck? So, who that?
Appreciate it.
It's been a while, Mr. Inspector.
Well, looks like you're busy. Writing a paper for class?
Yeah, I'm gathering some data right now. Oh yeah, you can help. Aren't you in charge of quirk-related crimes at work? Juicy deeds to share with your little sister?
Okay.
No, I can't talk about.
Okay, I was about to say, I thought that was his daughter for a minute. I'm like, what the fuck? How old are you? Okay, no, her being his little sister makes a whole lot more sense than what I was thinking.
those things with you.
Fine, but surely you can score me an interview with some big shot. I'll bet your job gives you some pull with All Might. Huh? Okay, I'm sorry, that's my bad.
Hey, Makoto. Some brotherly advice. Heroes are one thing, but don't go running up to a villain and ask for an interview. They're criminals through and through, and you shouldn't get involved.
Ooh.
Seems narrow-minded to condemn the offender rather than the offense. Heroes and villains do the same things, and some say the law draws a sketchy line. A stance that I happen to be in agreement with.
I'm not debating this with you right now.
Okay. This is what I think determines a hero or a villain. A hero is someone who A, works for the government. Basically, yeah, they work. Basically, a government police officer that handles the big crimes of villains, quirk-related crimes. Basically, quirk-related police officers. Villains are citizens who use their quirks to commit crimes. Yes, that could be very blurred, and yes, there's probably a lot of abuse of that system, but that is what I believe to be the differential between those two categories.
I know you're better with words. But whatever the rationale, they think it's fine as long as they don't cross the line. And before long, they've stumbled so far over the line they can't see it anymore. First a victim, then an offender.
Then I'll be sure to think on that. In short, just don't go too far.
That's not what I was getting at. What I meant to say was you shouldn't go looking for danger.
My head itchy. I'm sorry, we went from that really calm scene to where does that floozy get off?
Yeah. Whatever you say.
First up, I approach my opponent while mixing in a few feints. Then I stretch my legs to trick them. If they dodge it,
The background music going hard.
turn around and give chase. I come to a sudden halt
Ooh.
and try to sweep their feet. Then if they get cautious and stay still, I escape without turning away. Sure, that works. Hard to read your slide and glide moves in the first place. toss in those foot sweeps to keep your opponent busy, and your average person will be sure to struggle. I like
Okay.
transition too. Yeah, good work, kid.
He's impressing the teacher. That 10 out of 10 teacher smash.
Is that all? A northern run? Cool, weirdo.
It trips up the enemy, keeps him safe. It's a decent strategy.
It's fine. She's been
Jealous
in a bad
bitch.
mood the past few days. See, thing is,
What? Investigating vigilantes.
yeah, I agreed to help an upperclassman at my college with her research. Just happened.
That's
Ooh.
dangerous. Be careful. Can't let a third party figure out who we are. Else we'll have a whole slew of cops and villains alike at our door.
Right, I'd like to avoid that.
Well, there's always ways to silence people if we think they're gonna talk.
Whoa, I won't let it come to that. So no violence.
Okay. I guess he's not afraid to kill.
Please?
Sure, I'll let you handle it this time, but don't mix professional and personal life.
I agree. Yeah, I'm on it. But to be clear, which one's supposed to be which?
Figure it out.
Big yawn.
Hey, hey! Thanks for coming out. Glad to see ya. What's up with those eyes, mister? Is there something on my face? No, sorry. You look great. Really. I'd say she looks average at best. Alright. I've been scouring through social media and managed to find a few places people have reported seeing them often. I think maybe we should start our search there for now.
Okay.
So, what's the plan? Any chance we're lucky enough to see them? Meeting up with them firsthand would certainly be ideal, but I'm not expecting to score that big. I want to see how the general public views them. Why is that? Same reason I mentioned before. I want to know what the factor was that divided pro-heroes from villains back when the system first launched. The
Ooh.
very thing you said
Interesting.
you got it. I doubt it was the law, or even morality. If you ask me, it came down to popularity. What? You really think it came down to that?
Yeah, it
Since groups
does.
vary so wildly in power, there are pretty hard limits to how well a uniform set of rules can govern them. Ultimately, you have to rely on trust and let the user discern what's right. Take the hero ranking system. It's largely a popularity contest. That was
Yeah.
the start, back before legislation had caught up. What I'm hoping to find out is this. How are the Naruhata vigilantes, who could be called primitive heroes, being received by the general populace in the areas they defend? If we can nail that down, we'll learn more about the
What if the turn
fundamental
pops up into like a demon
superpowers
girl?
of modern heroes. That makes sense. It's a fascinating topic. For no reason, I'd like to know too. Are they, like, popular? Well, let's do some interviews and find out.
Uh-oh. I see where this is going.
Talking vigilantes? Oh, you mean those unlicensed heroes around here. Must be talking about guys like the Cruller. Cruller's great, but he's also kinda, you know. Pop Step, though? She's not like
Ooh.
Idol who performs in the streets, but lately she's been keeping those streets safe for us, too. I hope more than anything that she's safe out there, but it is nice seeing her in public.
Okay, I like how these two like come back like as little side characters. We got rip off Cyclops and rip off freaking Josuke, not Josuke, Jotaro. These two are always goofy little side characters. I hope nothing bad happens to them.
We're big fans. Always, forever. But there's bad ones, too. The Freaky Fist Grandpa.
The Crueller's probably a creep. Betcha he looks up girls' skirts as he slides by. Was that boy's name the Crueler? He returned my purse when I dropped it. Such a sweet boy.
Aw.
Only he didn't look like a little...
What? That cockroach? Nah, guys like that only help people out so no one suspects what they're
What do you think Granny called him? Do you think she said some heinous shit?
getting up to.
What? What? What the fuck? I just got hit with a fucking flashbang.
So her name is Pop, huh? You gotta kill her, but...
Oh god damn it.
She should graduate from the level of amateur singing ahead for the big leagues. After all, what people really want from idols nowadays is a coming-of-age story. So I don't think that she should be flaunting her body like that. Rather, it should only listen to me.
Why? Why? Also, villain lady.
Apparently there's a dangerous geezer attacking people. Scary.
Folks who get into fistfights with villains? Oh, please. There's no way. Fake news for sure.
Heard something.
Fake news. Nothing but the fake news. I'm telling you, everyone, these vigilantes, there's fake news. They're not real. I had a friend coming to me yesterday. He said, Don, these vigilantes, they're all over the streets. I said, they're not real. You're crazy. Look, I am the only hero around. I am the #1 hero in America. Because I am so great. Great. They tell me, Don, you should be the #1 hero all around the world. My quirk is great. He's great.
Thing about an older kid from my school. Apparently he was punched to death by Freaky Fist Grandpa. Look, it's all true. Aggregating what people like about Pop Step gives us her butt. She's cute. For Freaky Fist Grandpa, I don't know. He's scary, dangerous. For the Cruller, we've got creepy. He's nice but creepy. Seems cool but creepy. Weird and creepy. That's a rough summary of what we heard.
What they gotta do with my boy Koichi like that? He didn't do nothing to you.
Guess a lot of people must think he's creepy. In daylight? There he goes! It's another soccer robbery!
What?
For the crowd! How does he manage to keep it up? Truly an all-star player in the world of famery!
What?
Wait, why is he dribbling in the first place? And what does the penguin look have to do with it? Our thief, Emperor Yatsura. Quirk, soccer.
What?
Doesn't even count as a quirk. Get back here! Here!
Is his quirk he's just really good at soccer?
I'll go after that guy.
Well, there are just quirks that make you better at a specific thing. Can I get the gaming quirk? It'd be great. Come on.
You're not getting away!
Hmm?
Did you even bother getting changed? Oh, hey, Pop. Isn't this good? If her laptop gets stolen, she'll learn her lesson and leave us alone. I can't just turn my back like that. Besides, I understand. The Crawler's identity needs to remain a secret, but I can show off a bit. But why do you have to show off in front of her?
Okay, Pop. Stop being so jealous.
Here we go! I'm the guy who caught up with the thief, the Crawler! Let's test it! My high-speed double sweep!
What the fuck?
While he dodged? Okay then, I'll give some space for now.
Come on. Ooh. That had to hurt. Want some more? Beat his ass. God.
Gotta go easy on you! Whoa, come on, guys! You can stop any time now! What is the answer? What are you talking about, man?
Oh no, she's gonna see his face.
They have my laptop. Please let me through. Oh, are you?
Oh, okay. Man just can change clothes on the fucking fly.
I'm trying to get it back. You're the one who caught that guy? No. You know those vigilantes that you've been gathering data on? One of them rushed in as fast as can be. And honestly, he didn't strike me as creepy at all. Come on. The Cruller didn't actually do anything this time. Catch you next time, you two!
Right, they gotta walk like that.
And thanks to you too, Koichi. I got some excellent data from all this. Totally. I wish I could have been there so I could meet the vigilantes like you did. But hey, there's always next time. What do you mean next time? Oh, just remembered. I have a question for you. If you would entertain me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah?
Oh no.
Truth is, you're the Cruller, aren't you?
Oh no.
Quirk, polygraph. It requires physical contact in order to function. With her power, she always knows if someone's telling the truth. What? No, I'm not.
Oh, that's evil.
Oh,
Wait.
sorry.
Oh, because he's the crawler, not the crueler.
Having trouble with that paper from before?
Something like that. I suppose I could make it halfway decent with the data I've already acquired.
Halfway's not enough for you.
You're right. It needs some punch. I thought I had my hands on something great. Maybe I've lost my touch. Opinions on the crueler. Get it together. Quit messing around. Doesn't take it seriously. Too lazy. You found yourself one tough crowd.
Opinions on pop step. But, can't sing, booty, got a killer butt.
God damn. Is that all people see in a woman? God. Prudes.
Ignore it. Who are these guys? It's not like I'm gonna accept this nickname anyway. They've gotta stop calling me the Crueler. Is the Crawler hard to say? I'm not this Crueler. Why do you think you need to send your complaints my way?
Okay, that was a cute episode. I liked that. You know the situation. Like, subscribe, do all that other bullshit. See you later. Peace out. Fuck you.